Hey folks, and welcome to another video from A Plain Truth for You and Well Healed Too. Malcolm X, we declare our right on this earth to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in the society on this earth in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary. So how many unalienable rights can you name, do you know, given your rights as a human being here on earth? Rights are not gifts from the government, yet they make it sound that way. They say, oh, taxation is free, it's voluntary, but they use force to enforce it. But what are our rights? See how many of these you can name and how many are you aware of. And please share this with everybody. Unalienable rights are the inherent sovereign natural rights that existed before the creation of the state, and which, being antecedent to and above the state, can never be taken away, diminished, altered, or levied by the state, except by due process of law. Nor can any unalienable right be fundamentally removed or waived by contract, whether by non-disclosure, which is fraud and unenforceable in law, or knowingly by sufferance, which is contrary to the spirit of the law and prejudicial to sovereignty. The original permanent unalienable rights of every man or woman include the right to life, freedom, health, and the pursuit of happiness, 1. 2. The right to contract or not contract, which is unlimited. 3. The right to earn a living income by being compensated with wages or a salary in a fair exchange for one's work. 4. The right to travel in the ordinary course of one's life and business. 5. The right to privacy and confidentiality free from the unwarranted invasion. 6. The right to own and hold property lawfully without trespass. 7. The right to self-defense when threatened with harm, loss, or deceit. 8. The right to due process of law with notice and opportunity to defend. 9. The right to presumed innocence, suffering no detention or arrest, no search or seizure without reasonable cause. 10. The right to remain silent when accused, to avoid self-incrimination. 11. The right to be equality in the eyes of the law and to equal representation. 12. The right to trial by jury, 12. Being an impartial panel of one's peers. Remember, you have 12 in a jury. 13. The right to appeal in law against conviction or sentence or both. 14. The right to expose knowledge necessary to one's rights and freedoms. 15. The right to peaceful association, assembly, expression, and protest. 17. The right to practice a religion and to have beliefs of one's choosing. 18. The right to love and to consensual marriage with children as a family. 19. The right to security from abuse, persecution, tyranny, or war. 20. The right to refuse to kill under command by reason of conscience. 21. The right to live in peace and to be left the frick alone when law-abiding. Think we get any of that with all our surveillance systems? Surely the most critical failure of the people is their failure to ensure the teaching and common knowledge of their unalienable rights. If you do not know your rights, you effectively have none. By the path of ignorance, whether by apathy or deception, the people arrive in a state of exploitation, oppression, and tyranny. Think any of this is going on today? So those are 21 unalienable rights, okay, that we own, we need to declare, and we need to exercise. Out here in Mendocino County back in November 2016, we passed Measure S, where we not only banned community fracking, we gave nature rights to exist so it had standing in court. Very critical to give nature rights to recognize nature, because without nature, where are we, folks? We ain't here. So the other thing we passed was a Community Bill of Rights. And in this Community Bill of Rights in Measure S in Mendocino County, we declared to be the author of our authorities at the community level, superseding state and federal law. This was passed by, I think, 68% of the vote. So what we're saying is we are the author, our authorities in the community, the sheriff, the board of supervisors are to report to us. We also have $325 million in the county's retirement fund that we could commandeer and ask the people in our county, do you want to support local farms and local foods and local water and protect the forest and the redwoods? Or do you want to invest in Facebook and Google and all these empires that are owning our asses? It's a choice, folks. Declare the author of your own authority. Take your rights as you own them as human beings, unalienable. The government can't take it away unless you allow them to. And check your ego. Let your ego at the door and learn your soul force and your soul power within. Only once we tap our soul force will the spirit beings come to help us, guide us in this next transition stage. Into the light we go. Peace. Love one another. Plain truth out. Bye.